up in Cleveland, but we are under a thick Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. We go. 50, plant. X3. 218, chop. Shoot.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And Sanders has got it complete. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. John Simon in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Hey, dude. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, exit. 58, boy, 58. Hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. It's Hill, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Hey, team 6. Check, 55, come on. Check. Hey. Got one. Mike, 55. Right side.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Check. No. It's our field. It's our field.
On first down, Evans. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's easy work.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey. Back. Block that. Gun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Down. 18 Gators.
Off play action. Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back At the 38, Eric Armstead. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now. You better bring. Go. Hey, echo. General West. Check. Kill. Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had
The
to
tuck
go to the tuck
roll.
roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Topper. Watch the shit. Yep, let's shoot.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the play.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter.
On second down, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Hey, wahoo! Watch the twist, watch the twist. 29 is the money. Stand. He don't know no better. Look at me, zipper. Hey, lock it. He's checking crap. Snap.
Back to throw. Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half as the Bears push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
95.
Here's Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On third down, Wilson. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Evans. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Check, 59. Pick it up. Pick it up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. It's caught by OBJ. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Pilot, 64, we own them.
To throw on second down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
On the ready.
Check, Mike, 39. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Roll out. Five. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He is going to find Hill here. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, Herbert. They're going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, D-line 61, matchbox lights. Rush in, rush in.
Hey, switch gears.
Check. Hard. Yo, go.
Check 43. Watch twist.
Shoot.
Looking to throw. Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
You go. 18 Raiders.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. An update from Buffalo. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Looking to throw. Herbert steps away to his left. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 29. Hey, watch your leg. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Yes, yes.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Touch 50, touch 50. Go, 14. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Mike, check, check. 59, 59.
Bang out, bang out. Fan.
Mike 5'9, Mike 5'9. Squeeze, double. Echo.
This time Wilson will throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys are able to regain the lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Hey. Ready?
On first down, Herbert. They complete it to Hill. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Miles Sanders with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. On first down, Evans. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike, check, 59. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Let's go double count right here, double count. SOS. Good.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Ready up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Off the play fake. Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Leo. Smooth.
Throwing again. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, foxtrot.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. He's going to fire one. He's got a man. Complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Go.
Watch the slant. Check three. Check 52.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Go.
Mike, 58, right there.
Look at me. Go.
Switch. Slam.
Hey, Zoo.
58, boys, 58, Mike.
Zoo.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
Hey, exit. Hey, Jet. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Echo. Look at me. Zipper.
Watch the screen.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Miles Sanders, 46 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
We got this. At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
12.
Bang, bang.
Boost and team.
Now it's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They go play action now. Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike, check. Coming to you. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Alert.
Check curls.
One left.
Check 31.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, alert.
Check 13.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Watch the run.
Switch.
Wilson will throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
58, right over there, right over there.
Hey.
58, right there.
Fire.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I got it. Check 37. Check.
Gotta go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Now Wilson. It's caught by Jackson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Bam.
He's 59. Mike the 59. Hey.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. That's it. Mike, check. 59.
Hey, 0.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Tempo.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zadarius Smith. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Check. Ready?
On first down, Sanders looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
14.
He's back to throw. And that's complete to Adams. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Sup, retard? You ain't make the playoffs. Even worse, you went 3-13. Or no, 3-12-1. Kyle Trask can make a lot of throws now. Hey Mook, your mic's messed up. Still messed up, Mook man. Mook man.
Oh my god, I was on mute the whole time.
Oh shit.
I'm a retard.
Damn, Nick. Your team went. Your team
I
went
don't know
3 and 2.
how, bro. My team is dirty.
I'm telling you, your roster, like compared to a lot of the people in the league, it's not that crazy.
What?
It really isn't. Like,
Alright.
the roster's
Alright,
good, but it.
Alright. Offense, D-Hop, Odell, and Saquon, and then we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's better than most, let's just say. Defense includes superstar Grant Delpite, superstar what's his face, Jabril Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Right, those are my safeties. Cornerback, superstar Juan Thornhill, and 83 DeAndre Baker, star. Now on our D line we have superstar Dexter Lawrence as our right end. Then we have Sheldon Rankins, D tackle, superstar. Then we have Von Miller, X Factor, left end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Middle linebacker, pretty ass. Right outside linebacker, Denzel Watts, superstar. Left outside linebacker, Lorenzo Carter, superstar. I have 3 people on my defense that aren't superstars.
The superstar doesn't matter. It's the overall, and it has to do with your depth. Because if you don't have depth on your team, your overall goes down.
I guess.
I mean, I had basically a 4-1 head start, and my team went negative just because Kyle Trask was the starter, and my offense finished almost dead last in the league. I think they were like 30th, and it was close. My offense was horrible for some reason, even though I have all this talent spread. But it was my defense that carried. Like, I have 2 superstars and an X Factor on my D line. X Factor, strong safety, superstar, free safety. I have a superstar slot corner, and then everybody else is either normal or star. And they're not crazy, but they get the job done because they're sort of fast.
So who are you picking?
So I'm just looking at the Chiefs right now and just like saying, if you don't mess up your draft, I'm taking you. Otherwise, it's going to be the Ravens, which you can't go wrong with the Ravens because their off season was really good too.
Yeah, I know.
And Lamar is still Lamar.
I might I put a scenario where I'm 7, so I just got 6 of the best teams, 6 of the teams that I want, not 6 of the best teams. I just put them together, and whichever one is still there, I'll choose.
Let me see the Ravens free agency moves. Oh yeah, they got Calais Campbell.
Yeah. I'm so hyped the Cowboys got CD Lamb.
So as soon as, like, if I were to pick the Ravens or the Chiefs, as soon as the draft, or like, we get in the league, I'm hitting up the 49ers, like, hey, what for George Kittle? Anything for George Kittle. In fact, if you get the 49ers, Nick, let me get George Kittle. I'll give you Kelsey and something else.
Kelsey?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be the Chiefs?
If I get the Chiefs, I want Kittle. And if you have Kittle, I'll bless you.
Right for the Ravens. I don't know. I should. It's tough. Like, I might go with the boys, bro. I might go with the boys. I haven't been there.
Man, them sorry ass niggas. It's like, now they're gonna be pretty good. Yes, you're gonna have CD Lamb too.
Yeah. I might trade. I might hit up the Jets. Trade Cooper for Jamal Adams.
Interesting. See, oh, that's not that bad, actually. But I don't think the Jets would do it just because, like.
I don't think so either. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on the user.
Depends on the user, yeah. If Allen ends up getting the Jets again, he's not doing it.
Oh, obviously. He's probably gonna get them now. He's gonna be like, "Ooh, now we have Mekhi Becton. Now I'm gonna win." Like he's not gonna get 40 pieced.
Yeah.
When I played him, the score was 60. The last time I played him was like 65-14. Like, come on, Allen. Like, I'm getting blown out by guys, and I'm blowing you out. Like, just quit.
But he be keeping it close. I mean, I be keeping it close with everybody. Next No Limit, I'm gonna be blowing people out because my offense isn't gonna be as trash. I'm picking an offensive team. I can play defense myself. I don't need the best personnel, but offensive wise, bro, if I can just get
Leo just invited me to a party.
I bet. In fact,
join him. Just join.
Yeah. Being a mo. We already had one retard, but I see you making it Made it private, so. Mike muted Leo Cash. Mike muted. Hey. Yes! We are getting. Yeah, Chiefs or Ravens, bro. Which one?